Well. It has been a while, Tycoon. Because I don't think you were here on our last stream. And then we haven't streamed in like 4 days. Because, yeah, 5 days. Because then I worked the 3 days. And then yesterday we couldn't stream because it was my dad's birthday. So we were up until like 12:30 doing stuff. And we had to be up at like 9 o'clock to help move stuff. So, kind of rough. Yeah, today we've been mostly catching up on like clips and stuff. Jared still has to Jared finished editing, but I need to upload them still. I do a bunch of dailies, decide to eat food and stuff, but gonna do Brawl for a little bit, probably like 2 hours, and then gonna do some Overwatch, probably try the classic Overwatch thing. That's pretty cool. Jared should be here soon. Actually, I might just not be in the Discord. Yes. Look who it is. Jared finally joined. You've been playing so much Overwatch without me. To be fair, we've only done like dailies and it's like face cam off, chilling, just doing recordings. So basically just trying to finish them as soon as possible. That's what we do in the work days. And obviously yesterday, because I didn't feel like streaming for 30 minutes. You're 30 years above me? That's irrelevant. It's fine. Is my controller plugged in? I got my workout already done, so pretty crazy. We've been watching a lot of One Piece too, Tycoon. We've been on Whole Cake for a while, but now things are getting interesting. Because it's actually like they're raiding the Tea Party or whatever.
The Tea Party from heck.
The Tea Party starts in 1 hour. Actually, I don't even know when it starts. Because technically it seems like it's already started, but is it really started just when everyone's arriving? Random. I don't know. Honestly, the Whole Cake's super good. I didn't like it when we got back into it because it was just like 6 episodes of nothing happening and Luffy punching Cracker and eating crackers or biscuits. But then it started to get really good. Some sick Sanji backstory, some cool fights. Katakuri exists now. He's pretty cool guy.
3, 2, 1.
Also, season 2 of Arcane came out. Haven't watched any of it yet, though.
What even hit me? Stop!
That really beat my thing.
You guys could attack each other, you know.
What? There's literally no way that hit. I was so far to the side. Don't worry, dude. I'm still the first to die. You know why? Because he attacked me. Isn't that crazy? Complain a little more.
That is kind of crazy. I'd love to. Got him. That was a bad idea. What's the hitbox on this thing? How do I move?
How'd that not hit you? Okay. I was hoping that I would move a little more to the side. Stop teaming!
I don't think that should hit me.
What?
You guys have fun.
Did you see that move? What? Uh-oh.
Let me use it.
Why does it send me so far? I literally you clicked neutral on the stage and it sent me, it just teleported me down.
Random.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now I pour some is it raspberry lemonade or just raspberry? Oh, raspberry flavored iced tea.
3, 2.
Would I sip it straight from the bottle?
Ball.
Absolutely. However, how are these hitboxes not hitting?
I have no idea how that called my recovery when it's true. What's a guy to do? I'm glad that hit me, even though he hit the stage.
No, just faster than my sig. Another catch though.
I think that should have worked personally.
What?
Uh-huh.
What am I watching? Why? Oh. Cool.
I don't think half that one made any sense.
Yeah, don't worry. Sometimes I forget that the recovery hitbox is only after it's completely gone.
Yeah. Especially when you dodge downwards through him and then it hits below him.
Mm-hmm. It's just because he's so good at the game that what's it?
Also, you gotta love Magyar's recovery ability, you know?
Yeah. I like how my hitbox just get to phase through and do nothing, and then other people's hitboxes that aren't there get to hit me. I just seriously don't understand. It just, I don't know. It must just actually be so much unbelievable amounts of lag. I just don't see how that happens.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Also, why does my Magyar have no kill power? I was doing like actual good combos too.
Get away from me. Ah, yes, hits me. I also saw the part where his hammer made contact with any part of my body. Uh-huh. Directly above you. That's fine. That was supposed to be a grab cancel, but
No kill power.
that didn't hit! Why'd that not have any kill power? Close one. Ow.
What? There's no way that just won that.
No dodge. That's not what I tried to use. I was in the air, actually.
What?
Why does
Why
that hit?
can
Also,
you
where is
not
your kill
dodge?
power? Messed up.
Player 2 wins.
I don't know if it was a worthy trade-off. You had a bit smaller.
I don't know why
hitbox,
you have 10
but
defense.
You,
Random.
I don't know. I also feel like you didn't just hit me off of ground every time, and I had all my stuff.
No, it's
Oh, kind of weird,
fine.
actually.
Well, it's because, like I said, I do nothing. My character doesn't do anything. They hit and they hit, but they do no damage, no knockback, and take away nothing. Catch them in the air, doesn't matter. Get all their stuff back every time. Can't kill, even with SIGs, even with like good kill options, doesn't matter.
2, 1, brawl.
What?
I second that. What? Why'd that hit me?
Why'd that not hit you? Good thing I shadow hit that.
Why didn't that hit him?
Why? You guys just
You were
have team
farther
damage
away.
off! Put it back on!
Why does that hit me? I heard it hit you.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh, shadow hit. That's a combo? I'm a little surprised that didn't hit.
Why is it true? And why does it kill mid-stage on Shipwreck? What? Oh, sorry. Your stuff gets to just work.
Of course.
Oh, sorry. I guess that was just
That catches my. I'm on the ground.
What? Is that just how that works?
What? Oh, that down sig, yeah. That was a little weird. Last I checked, you were below him.
I also don't know how I just don't
Also,
hit.
yeah, that down sig is really bad on stage.
Random.
I also don't understand why my ground pound doesn't have a massive hitbox that can hit anywhere. But
Yeah.
I guess it is what it is. But hey, at least they had an Adidas crossover, right? That's pretty cool.
True.
Who cares about Adidas?
You just heard him. That astounding audience.
3,
Yeah, pretty much.
1, brawl.
Why are my controls like backwards?
Sounds confusing. Why is that fair? You just get to hit literally everywhere.
Says
Except
you.
there, apparently. Okay. Sick read, I guess. No dodge. I can move, but I can't dodge. Why does that hit me?
Sometimes I forget the knives just busted. Oh.
I forgot about the part where, with those stats, she just can't be hit. Cool.
Why does it not let me jump? My controls literally aren't working. I try to grab cancel everything. Okay.
Stuff.
I mean, it literally just counters everything. I can't go for anything but a grounded combo. Oh, that hits though. Cool.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry, it just covers everything.
Okay, so A, how'd your cider on the wall hit? B, are we gonna ignore the time he stood inside your ground pound, inside your cannon side sig, and inside that weapon toss?
That's fine. He's just better.
Random.
I thought like the hitboxes were bigger than the animation, so if the animation's in his entire body, you know?
It is what it is. He couldn't handle all the steam though. Unfortunately, he has to dodge, and when I can do 3 options and he's forced to dodge one of them, you know, kind of unfair.
Yeah.
But
He's forced to use his one defensive ability that stops him from being
to be fair though, he was able to use any sig from any position and outspeed and what's it, just
what
hit.
was that? That happened for you too?
I wasn't watching.
It did the countdown after we landed. You know, I tried to like jump. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Stop grabbing me, Jared! Oh my
What is it hitting me? I thought it was called a follow-up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jared.
Folks. Worth.
Thought's done.
How does he do it? Why am I getting so much lag? Sick catches my recovery even though I'm in the exact middle. Not what I meant to use, actually. Sick.
I thought I'd clear enough. Why are you crying like your game is the only one that does not work? I'm not. I'm actually winning and not complaining.
Sick.
You know, I really don't want my weapon to toss anyway.
That was kind of a sick combo.
No kill though. Why does it
But
back
yes,
me up so
kill.
much? Like say edge guard, and then it sends me.
Yeah, that looks wrong, actually. I feel like they must have changed that. Also, I'm getting frame lag, so my game is lagging when no one else does, so...
Mine is too.
Your game's not freezing at several points for a full second. Even in this, it froze. It's messed up.
Pretty sure the game just runs at like 1 frame a second.
Ooh, and I'm coughing to death. My body's not working like your guys'
Nah,
is.
okay, dude.
Unless Tycoon's coughing to death.
I
in which
literally
case,
ripped my muscles to pieces.
3, 2, 1.
But 2 hours
my
ago.
choice. Oh, sick. Everything's frozen, because apparently I've never seen Cannon before. Who could have guessed? I don't get why it happens, like, not always. He's the one with the new weapon.
Why does all your stuff just have bigger hitboxes?
What? Can
No.
both those have a hitbox? I never would have guessed. Uh-huh. Dodges in the middle of my combo because he feels like it. Trying to lag me to death, huh, Tycoon? This is where we're at now? Oh, yeah, my bad. That was either a spot dodge or a grab cancel, but apparently it was neither. I see, you're both waiting for me, that it?
Cool.
Uh-huh, no dodge.
How does the weapon toss still hit me?
Why does that
Why is it not just attached to you?
I was a little curious about that myself. I'm a little surprised that Ensig didn't just kill you, honestly.
Not allowed to swap my weapon or else Tycoon will get mad. Yeah, it's a shame that didn't grab him somehow, and that also at the top of the stage it doesn't kill! He's literally getting hit in the blast zone! How's he not dying? I don't get it! That was in yellow. Okay, you can die by getting gimped there. Yeah, but I'm carrying you up. I'm literally an elevator forcing you upwards into the blast zone. I don't understand. I'm surprised I didn't kill myself with how high we were. Stupid. But don't worry, then my SIG doesn't clip him, and then he gets to use one SIG and kill me. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Sometimes I just wish they would, for once, I mean, like, literally one time, maybe balance the game or fix hitboxes at all. Like, how old is this game? Like, how have they not fixed any of this?
2, 1.
I don't understand. It's so miserably bad. Team against Tycoon too much.
Unrelatable. I won't be teaming on Tycoon, just harding Tycoon.
Oh, sorry, the other one doesn't hit even though you're in the exact same position.
There was also a sick random Tycoon. Unfortunately, he's still at iframes. Uh-huh.
No, well, there goes my chance. Oh, okay, sorry, I try to recover Tycoon, he disappears. Sorry, can you stop having unlimited iframes? It's literally unlimited.
Like that slider, that was good stuff.
Why does it not do the inputs I'm inputting? I can't. I want to side air, but it just keeps down airing. And when I try to down air, it just keeps side airing.
I figured it'd like end. Uh-huh. I was on the ground.
Sorry, just true combos. Like actual true combos.
I thought I would be able to recover while on the wall. Apparently I could because you caught my recovery. I just couldn't use it.
I just don't understand why weapon toss true combos. Even when you get hit, it doesn't cancel. Even though that's literally in the game, that's exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it's fine, you know. Just cheat me out of everything I can possibly do. And true combo me.
That's the plan.
Personally, I think true combos out of weapon throws is kind of scummy and shouldn't exist. Or something that true combos into a weapon toss to true combo out of the weapon toss. Just stupid.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Brawl.
It just doesn't make sense.
I figured you'd like move towards me a bit more.
Huh? Why did it not let me do my dodge earlier? It's a good thing Jared's really winning this 1v1.
I agree. I kind of rinsed you in that first half, though.
Sorry, I
Weird.
forget guns don't have a hitbox. Sorry, I keep forgetting that you're only in black.
I don't understand how some of these
That
are
kill
hitting.
him?
I am a little surprised. I must have been like actual black. Though I also have a feeling I kind of was. I honestly didn't really expect that to hit. It's not actually the thing I
Sorry.
meant to use.
You get massive hitboxes and can't miss. I can do any combo, but I do one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, true
Ooh, that's
combo.
tough.
I keep forgetting. Invincibility, true combo. Sorry?
That's a little wonky. Okay. The earlier shots don't hit me, but I guess that one just goes lower even though you're hitting the ground. I don't know how to approach it. Let me approach! I want to play the game.
Well, I can't do any true combos to kill.
You actually just can't kill.
Why does my dash give nothing? That's also a crazy shadow hit.
Player 1 wins.
The down thing or something else?
Damn thing. It auditory. Did it.
I figured, because I didn't really see a flash, but I also can't hear scream, so. You know, looking at it on your screen, I'm a little surprised it didn't hit.
No, see, it's because you were behind me, and a Sig could never hit behind. So...
Yeah, exactly. That's like where you slice completely along the ground.
Yeah, exactly. I basically jump into you that hits behind me, on top of me, and in front of me.
Again, that's the kind of sig where either a massive hitbox or a very tiny hitbox. There is no middle hitbox. Oh, he's playing Axe, which means that I don't get to actually see my game. Okay, no fastball for me. I touched though. Don't have my dodge. I was dead if I recovered anyway, so. Use that well before I could move. It was meant to be a recovery.
Sometimes I forget that, I just can't have hitbox.
Oh, now he's playing gauntlets, which means that I can't see my game. The weirdest punish on my part. I'm beginning to think I don't know how to play this game. Uh-huh. I'm a little surprised your attack came out without any animation. You baited me!
Die, please!
What do you mean, axe on Rayman? That can't have kill power. It's almost like you want me to even this immediately.
Well, to be fair, you just have stage advantage. So. Don't worry, one of these weapons will spawn.
Don't worry, it's only a punch. It couldn't possibly hit where your fist is.
Oh, sorry?
So,
Excuse me?
I didn't think you still had a recovery. Nice. Was a shadow hit, but it was probably a clean dodge. Stop! I don't like wake up axe. And I smell the NSYNC from a mile away!
Oh!
Why does that work? Why does it come out instantly and have that much kill power? Who designed this quote unquote for those balance?
I think
it to come
I
out
think Jared
instantly,
needs
lift
to
you,
dip
stat
into some
eye on the
experimental.
ground.
That's what I think.
I'm just waiting for the patch that stops me from playing experimental.
How those fights feel, Jared? Pretty good.
Uh-huh.
They felt pretty good for me. Especially all the misinputs. Blast was always fun to fight.
It just
Guitar's
feels
always
like
fun
the
to
game
fight.
wants me to never have any control. If I graph cancel, use a ground attack or use an aerial attack. I could just select the direction.
Yeah. That last hit though, that was kind of got completely
Actually messed up. On so many occasions, like, also just like your wake up downer. It's like, what am I supposed to do against that? I don't have enough range to stop you.
3,
better.
2, 1, brawl.
Let's see if Jared can beat I don't even know. Joe.
The pirate hat.
True. It's time for this random person experimental to 3-star Jared.
It's time for him to literally walk through all of my attacks.
You know, I'm proud of Jared for using the yellow Loki skin though, I will say.
It's funny how he says he's proud of me when he knows it's something I'm not doing.
I don't know, you look pretty yellow to me,
Look,
Jared.
how many frames was he in lag there? I need answers.
None, Jared. Other people don't get lag. Or
I forgot. He actually shoots those cannonballs straight upwards with no drop.
yeah.
And again, that entire seg takes place in 3 frames, kind of seg.
The experimental players, they just are better than us, Jared. What can I say?
And like, say that side air, you know how it was like on the ground?
You're too
And
used to
also hit
fighting
him
me.
directly? No, he literally just gets to dodge after every attack. Tycoon
Exactly.
can't even do that. Bell can't even do that.
Oh, Jared's getting throttled. I kind of feel bad. Not bad enough to play.
Instant NSIG, back up, can't play the game. Cool. Kills. It's funny how you saw me start to move in the other direction.
Well, Jared, characters
like,
have a lot
nah,
of kill
nah.
power. It's like when fighting me, how you get to survive until like only yellow, you know?
Don't mind me, in the air. Isn't it funny how, like, Bryn's side sig stops you from being grounded, but jumping doesn't? Don't worry, I'm along the ground, I dash, but it's not enough, because I'm actually just running along the ground. Don't worry, he ran directly into my sig, but...
Kinda hurts to watch.
Don't worry, you see how he's already moving? He's still in the hitbox. Don't worry, it throws him enough to be completely out of my attack, but not enough to actually kill him with anything.
Weird to go for the recovery there, but oh, not a 3-stock.
Cool.
That's off. Like you said, not a 3-stock.
1 wins.
Says GG.
I have to. I'm contractually obligated.
No. I like never.
Don't worry, just my screen's frozen while loading into a game. That's not like a sign of anything or anything.
Exactly.
Ooh,
They need
let me
to
guess.
put some more interesting perspective.
Oh, what's that? A stage where the entire thing's a platform? That's crazy.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
What skin is he using?
Crazy, the weapon toss. Oh, I'm completely frozen. He's using pay to win. Someone stop him.
Oh, he's paying. He paid to win.
He paid to go through straight my dodges.
Yep.
And he's mashing 6, so I can't see my screen. What is this guy doing? He's gonna ground pound that?
It's almost like he forgets that you can spam 6 better.
Why can't I move? I had so much time and none of my movement mattered.
Oh, why'd you just kind of stand in the ground boundary?
I held left. For a split second, it moves me so far left. I hold right for another 3 seconds, nothing.
Fine, just better. I also like how he dodged straight into your attack and just hit
Also,
iframes.
you like that spot dodge in the air? How it lasted a full 3 seconds and it grab canceled out of it?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'd say this looks still pretty winnable for you, Trade. But if there's a will, there's a way.
Don't worry, my sig that actually teleports me upwards instantly does literally nothing.
That's rough.
There's no chance he's like winning right now.
I don't know. I think it's just he is.
That's how down air works. It throws people so far away it isn't a combo tool.
Yeah, an orange period. Insane knockback.
Don't worry, he has 0 lag using a jab. You know Loki doesn't have any kill power.
Obviously.
Especially not like Scythe Sider.
It's just because the stage is so big and Jae-yoon's so tanky.
Why? Spot dodge, but Sig busted. Sig, but spot dodge busted. Isn't it funny I was behind me? He dashes, he has enough range. Again, don't you dare glitch my game, coward.
Player 1 wins.
Okay, so before you get into it, I know how eager you are. Well, how's it going, Belle?
Wait a second.
I wanted to view these cool things. Are these the Adidas crossover ones?
My personal favorite is Adidas, all lowercase.
Why is it showing these things? Is the only thing they added was this?
I know they added a pair of boots and an avatar. I don't know what else.
Yeah, lowercase Adidas profile picture. See, I can understand. How was your dad's birthday? It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good food. The only downside was that me and Jared were up at like 9:40 in the morning because we had to help move stuff. But then we got like some good chicken tenders and like potato wedges, which were delectable. And I got some iced tea, which I still have. And then we got home, had like
You getting in on this?
steak. Maybe not right now. You know, I'll sit out the first. But then yeah, we had some good snacks, played some board games, had some cake. It was pretty chill. Didn't work out though, but that was mostly because I was very exhausted. So, but I worked out today. Before stream, kind of crazy, kind of ripped, kind of shredded.
You know, I might have to quote that, Belle. Because just like, it really portrays that I'm a punching bag for everyone I fight.
The baby didn't share with your boy how selfish. Yeah. It's still have tea though. If you want a nice sip of the tea, it's raspberry flavored iced tea.
2, 1,
That's a bad taunt. I need to change all my taunts to good ones.
Got some plans for after stream. So we won't be streaming super late. Depending on how long Overwatch takes, actually. I'm gonna pour myself some more iced tea, though.
That wins. No dodge.
Doop 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 doop. Raspberry goes hard. Gotta sip and savor. Oh, that gets it though.
I don't know what I expected. Bow ground, and I was just gonna approach. Guess you wait till my true combos work, Bell.
They'll never work, let's be honest.
Sick. Don't worry, his true combo's working. Catch literally everything I have. I'll never financially recover.
My wrist all sore, though. I don't know if it's from doing wrist curls. Oh, the back and forth. That was sick. Or if it's just at work. We have to use like these gloves to clean the fryers, and lately the gloves have been really, really bad. So they've been hurting my wrist.
I just feel like I can't approach when someone has their dodge, but I also have to approach to get rid of their dodge. Okay. I pressed the button at the right time, it just decided to dash. Don't worry, him standing there, I knock him back enough. I was behind him! Okay, and I don't have a jump. Even though it's actually crazy, when you get hit, you get a jump.
Player 2 wins.
Prove it.
I don't have to. You can prove it yourself, honestly.
I don't need to.
It's actually true.
Why do my earbuds not want to work? I want to be able to hear.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Why is it always that one? That's my worst one!
Why do you have it?
It's... I don't know, actually. Maybe I don't have 8 good ones.
Fair. Alright, take a picture.
Super cool. I personally love the weapons, where it's like, you can't be below them, but you also can't be diagonal to the side of them, or else you die.
Haven't people been complaining about weapon tosses since, like, forever?
Yeah. Remember how long ago I was saying they should be removed?
Yeah. I don't know why they just don't care. They literally don't care what their, what's it, fan base asks for.
Also, yes, if anyone's curious, I did mean to jump and immediately dodge downwards, not dash, jump, ground pound.
And plus, if you look at the bright side, if they remove weapon tosses, unarmed might not exist, which would also be good. In my opinion.
Sick. Explain to me how any of that worked.
You're asking the wrong person.
Also, why can't I do that? Why can't I attack the weapon and then position myself perfectly to attack the weapon again?
It's not that good, Jared.
Why can't I dodge? Cool. Isn't it funny how that bomb decided it didn't want to activate? Uh-huh. That's exactly how Nair works on Spear. Do you know what sends downwards?
Yeah. Of course.
Player 2 wins.
What'd you have for dinner, Belle? I'm curious. I plan on making some chicken nuggets after stream.
He's having his dinner right now. My pain and misery.
I just want to ask if the popcorn chicken's up for grabs. Have you been practicing in the lobby set?
3, 2, 1.
Well, he fought me and Tycoon for a while, and then just me. And then, what's it? He lost to some people in experimental pretty horribly.
Don't worry, his Spear Nair has more range than my spinning scythe. Yeah. My favorite combo. End light, end light, end light.
Kind of crazy.
Also, I'm pretty sure I have a single sider.
Yeah? I'm guessing on guitars or on both?
On guitars.
I think that might have made the setup harder.
To be fair, I don't think I really know any setups. Oh yeah, did you see that, like, hit me? Make contact, you could say? Why was that so slow? Okay.
Smoke.
I just absolutely love my screen freezing for no reason.
It's kind of funny.
Uh-huh. I'm also a single foot away from him. Quite literally. But no, he can just walk out of the way. That was supposed to slide me? Of all things.
Called a sick read, Jared.
Why does it give so much distance, and why doesn't that hit? And why does it jump me? It's a grounded off into a side dodge. It feels like against Bell, like, that thing takes actually at least twice as long. Uh-huh. Again, I think I just, like, ignored the part where, like, that hit me.
Why is that the net?
Again, what do? Just stand there? Is that my way of dodging his attacks? Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't kick. Uh-huh. Super punishable. Doesn't kill. Why does that go through his dodge?
Closer than I was expecting this fight to go.
Only dash behind him. No spot dodge? Why does that hit? Why when I'm directly to his side does diagonal arrow hit? It's like they don't know how to make a game or something. Oh, I see. Even on your screen, I was directly in the hitbox. My bad, guys. I'm blind.
Don't stand in it, dude.
I really just forgot that, like, my eyes are actually, like, what, 3 inches upwards?
I'm giving you a chance to it.
That's barely true. You standing there and waiting for my attacks compared to usual isn't giving me a chance. It's humiliating, Bell. It's making people think you're giving me a chance.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Why does that outrange? Sick. Complete invincibility.
I'm surprised I didn't pick him up.
Why'd that send me that way? It's like it registered that I dodged, but then it didn't, like, do anything.
That doesn't kill.
That was not even close to what should have happened there. Sick. No linger.
That's rough. Maybe you should linger better.
Okay, I use my... I'm still stuck in that side sig, by the way. Cool. I love the game freezing when I've used my same option 15 times in a row. Not a true combo. It's like he just doesn't care that I'm attacking directly towards him. Yeah. Linger. What am I supposed to do? You have to approach diagonally. He can attack diagonally by stepping.
Don't get caught. Easy.
Don't approach. I gotcha.
Just throw your weapon in true combo.
Unfortunately, I can't even true combo with a true combo while he's out of his dodge.
That's embarrassing. It's true, Bo. It was embarrassing.
What? Getting caught by, I kid you not, the best true combo in the game? Probably the best unarmed attack in the game is that downlight.
Getting beat up unarmed.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Stop jumping me! I can't do my combo if it just throws me in the air! Sick. I love waking up weapon tosses with the slowest bow move. I can't dash along the ground because I guess him in the air. I can't jump because...
Oh.
It's just like, it's all true. What am I supposed to do? And what was that? It's like I shadow hit it and then I dodged and then I got hit. Can I please stop losing several frames a second?
It's okay, Jared. You just get used to losing frames
I'm
every
honestly
second.
staggered. That downer didn't hit me when I was directly above him. Cool. Don't worry, true combo, but of course he can just jump.
For a second, I saw my Nightbot post a message. I thought Bell was typing while playing, and I'm like, that's actually impressive.
Show me that Nair hitbox on Bo. It literally, it
Player 2.
You want me to actually show you?
yes. It actually has to be the entire screen, no joke.
Classic Jared, always going to replays.
I would imagine that'd be like, you know, where the bow is or the middle of his body because it hits in all directions and it wouldn't have more range than any of my options in all directions.
Okay, where exactly was it?
Well, it was like at the very end.
That one? Or the actual? Okay, the neutral. Or, I'm guessing before. Neutral sig or neutral just bow?
Nair.
Yeah. That's not that crazy, Jared.
Okay, well, how long does it go on for? Does it not even have a downwards hitbox? It's behind and up?
Technically in front and up.
Gotcha.
So there's no backwards or
Okay.
downwards hitbox.
Interesting. I mean, on my screen, I was behind him in this case, which of course makes it not hit. But why does it hit me
That's why I went
then
to
in
click.
90% of
Don't get
situations
too
where I'm
excited.
below?
I haven't seen enough Bell Zuva gameplay, honestly. Can I also say how
I'm not
disappointing
giving him a
Zuva
chance.
is? He's just so boring and not even cool to look at. Not like his design. Well, his design isn't really that cool either. But I just wanted like a cool looking king guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, does Zuva even wear like a crown?
3, 2.
That's what I wanted to look like super regal and cool.
I am still curious on why I'm losing so many frames. Sick. Explain to me what that graph cancel was. He spot dodged, waited a full second until it ended, and then downlighted in the opposite direction.
I couldn't explain. I know nothing.
Uh-huh. How many graph cancels did you use in the past 3 seconds? More than one? Sounds pretty unusual to me. Doesn't it? Uh-huh. No dodge. Hits.
Yo, what's up?
Again,
How's
show
it
me that
going?
hitbox. It's like down, right? And it's not above his head, right? Right? I don't think I'm crazy to assume that. So, however, why did hit directly above his head? Okay. Completely frozen in place, my favorite. I forgot I can't use SIGs. Uh-huh. Dodge, but he used Nair, so my dodge doesn't matter. Still uses it, though. That's the part I'll never understand. If my dodge doesn't go through, how does it use it?
Magic.
Better
The
question,
molding
how
is
didn't that
real,
hit?
XD. It's true.
Oh, have you know, I'm not going bald. Not today. Can't make me bald.
To be fair, I think Brawlhalla is just a bad game. You're dying, Jared.
Did you see that side sig?
I did not.
Well, it was directly inside his body. Okay.
No, Brawlhalla isn't a bad
Why does
game.
he just actually get to fall all the way to the bottom and down air me before I can react?
I don't think there's any argument that Brawlhalla's a good game simply because of hitboxes. Like how big, or like how you have a circle hitbox that has nothing to do with your position at all, and also how the animations have nothing to do with what the hitbox looks like.
Didn't you know that I actually can't wake up with sidelight? He just gets to side air me 3 times in a row while maintaining his height because cooldowns don't exist.
But I think it's pretty good, to be honest.
Wrong.
Yeah, that's just kind of just wrong.
I'd like you to look at Fate, Scythe, Downsig, and tell me hitboxes are good.
The hitboxes are like the most clunky part of the entire game.
Did
How
you
is it
see
wrong,
the
Will?
Fate Downsig?
I'll look up Faith D-Sig hitbox real quick.
I think the main thing you need to focus on is that middle hitbox. Obviously not a great representation of the entire game, but I don't know why they don't change it.
Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't, like, play well, like, all the time, but because of hitbox, it makes for really, really clunky situations, and they could easily fix the hitboxes with it still feeling like the same, like, true combo's still working and stuff. Still going bald? Yes. He's bald right now.
Nah.
3,
I would actually never.
1, brawl.
Another thing, too, that I really don't like is the rollback netcode. What exactly is wrong with Fate Downsig? I think it's mostly
the middle hitbox is at her left foot for some of the attack.
the teleport hitbox specifically. Like how it just has like a random 1 frame hitbox at like the left foot.
So that's what I imagine would be a main point of the SIG, is to teleport directly onto someone. But then...
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's just a weird hitbox to have. Because like if they're standing to the right foot, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
If they're standing a little above, it doesn't hit. But if they happen to be standing in that left foot, then it hits.
I just don't understand why it's not in the middle, really. I'd be fine if it was that small and that short, but... Also, why is that a true combo?
I don't think it's true. Especially on 7.
Okay, I didn't have my
If you're
dodge.
standing on the right side, you get hit by the later part of the SIG. Yeah, but you can react more. So it just seems weird to it punish from being on like...
Plus, I mean, like, sure, it works, but why? Like, sure, they will most likely get it by the second part, but why not just make it the middle? I don't think there's really any advantage to it being the back foot.
Yeah, or if it was like at least at the hand or something to make it like make more sense. But also like how a lot of hitboxes are just like they don't go with the animation at all, like that one. But also like say even like axe recovery and stuff like that. It's like it shows that the attack's wider, but it's less, and also that it can hit you from different angles to do less or more knockback. Like you can hit someone with the top left and just do more or less knockback because of nothing. I just think, like I said, it's just very clunky.
3, 2, 1.
Plus, also, clashes don't work half the time. Maybe even more than half the time. Like, the amount of times that I've even, like, flipped just 2 hitboxes hitting at the exact same time with the same priority and one person winning. Or even having a priority in a clash and hitting at the same time and then you losing with the priority move. I don't know. Stuff like that just doesn't make sense. And that's where my main issue lies. If I can't understand the game from even looking at replays in the training room because it doesn't play the same, and it just doesn't show what happens, It's like, how do you really learn how to get better? It's just, the game's too much about just doing the same thing over and over again, just knowing the same, like, 2 approaches and 3 true combos, and then it's just rinse, repeat. Priority clashes has to do with hitbox and hurtboxes. Yeah, but I'm saying if you hit at the same time and one has priority, that's how it should work. Otherwise, what's the point?
I don't see how that happened. Okay.
Maybe, yeah, low reload, but if you want to get good, learning 3 true combos won't do. But that's kind of just how it is. Like, if you see someone play Greatsword, they're doing the same actions every single time. Every single time. They're looking for the same neutral approaches. They're doing the same combos. It's just the 1 to 2 switch-ups. And that's really all it is. That's why watching Brawlhalla is really, really boring. And while playing against some people, it's also really, really boring. And also, Brawl has a set in stone, like, list of what priority attacks all times. Yeah, I don't really believe that. Because again, it's not consistent like that.
I'm a little surprised that worked.
You can choose not to believe it. I feel like if something's a fact, you can't really just choose not to believe it. Having something be said as a fact, then me have the thing happen to me that shouldn't be possible, but then it's possible. That's what you're doing right now, though. But that's not true at all. There's just unexplainable things that happen in the game consistently. There's a clear list of priority hard-coded in the game. Again, that might be true, but doesn't mean it works all the time. You'd think, because it's, you know, hard-coded, that's exactly what it would mean, but it's not.
Yeah, 'cause I'd imagine that'd be the colors. Otherwise, why would hitboxes have different colors?
That's what I was waiting for, Slit. Plus, as well as, like, you can't argue that, also lag exists in the game. And so, even things that could be a clear list of priority, you can use that and still lose because you're lagging and they're not. The only thing that could ever possibly make it look like it isn't working would be if your opponent has very different ping, because in that case it has to do with netcode. Yeah, but even without netcode, it's kind of like in the replays when things don't make sense. It's like that's how the game sees it, and that's how the game did things. And so having things happen there that shouldn't happen is just, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I just think that your point then makes no sense. I'm saying without lag, it's still a problem, but with lag, it's even more of a problem. But lag is something that's consistent in the game. Because that's just how rollback netcode works, and nobody, like on either side, is going to have a perfect connection to the game. The replay shows what happened in the game, not what should happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It shows what happened, so when something doesn't make sense in replay, it doesn't make sense. Lag is consistent in every game where you play online. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but then that makes things not work. You could say if I attack first and the other person hasn't even launched an attack yet and we're using the exact same move, they can still get priority. And also shadow hits, like the rollback, you know, where you hit someone and it takes it away, either auditory or visual. It's like that happens, but you can't really prepare for it because you are hitting them, they are in your hitbox, and then it just reverts it. But it's like, while that is lag, that's also just your connection to the game. And it's not like you have to have a bad connection for it to happen. It just happens. You know, that is bound to happen with online games. It's not exactly a Brawl exclusive issue. Yeah, but I'm saying issues that make it bad is because of how the hitboxes are. Because you can get clipped by things just because of how weird the hitboxes are. Like, say you don't have to make contact with your opponent in any way, visually. So it's weird when you're trying to avoid an attack and you just get hit by something that shouldn't hit you only because the hitboxes are wonky. There's still not really anything wrong with hitbox in general. See, again, I just disagree with that. I think that you should have to make contact with the opponent, and when you don't make contact with the opponent or your opponent doesn't make contact with you, it can connect, and that the animations are, a majority of the time, have nothing to do with what the hitbox is. I think a great example is like Lin Fei. Like, all of her SIGs look like they'd have big hitboxes because of, you know, the animations. But like, then the hitboxes are really, really random. Like, where they go. And so, I just feel like it's not very intuitive for people playing the game. Like, at a high level, again, doesn't matter because you're just doing the same thing that works every single time. So it's not like you're thinking, oh, this person's this distance away, I can use this. It's like, you go for the same approaches every time, and then you go for the same follow-ups and strings every time. It's just with the occasional switch-ups. But again, you're not really actually having to aim or think about the position. It's just you're throwing out attacks that you know will work. And so, that's why it's just kind of bad for me. No, do not go for the same approaches and follow up every time if you get stopped. That's just not true. You literally can see clips of Sandstorm just 3-stocking Boomy by doing the same thing on cannon every time. And it's simply just, doing the same approaches every time, and the same strings every time, with the, again, occasional switch up. So. Plus, especially with, like, the addition of battle boots and greatswords, it's even easier. They basically just have built-in strings. And again, then you just need the one switch-ups. Mini coming in? I think so it's coming back. I don't know why his thing crashed, though. I kind of feel like you don't understand highlight play. Like, I don't mean that, or that mean-spirited, but the only reason you would go to the same follow-up is the opponent switching it up, and in that case, why would you switch it up? Yeah, but I'm saying, not that, like, you're literally going to be doing side air every single time for an approach, but I'm saying you still only have a handful of options as an approach, and a handful of options as follow-ups. It's not like you can do something just random, for example. It's not something you can come up with on the fly. You know, you have just a certain set, and those are, like, the only things you can do. Like, there's weapons and just how it works that it's just not worth doing. Because they just aren't options that you can go for. And also, the Sandstorm versus Boomy clip you're talking about are before the movement changes, which kind of changed the game a lot. So you're using a bad example. Well, it argues that the game was bad, and so they fixed that part. So to argue that the game's perfect now, that they can't change other things to help it work better, is also kind of bad. I never said the game is perfect. Yeah, but I'm saying the game is just bad by design. That's why so many people quit Brawlhalla. It's just they never work on trying to fix the issues that people want fixed. Yeah, but you also were arguing the game wasn't bad. And it strictly is bad. Not to say that you can't enjoy the game if it's bad. The game is not bad by design, though, but it just simply is. Again, the evidence is there. I agree the game wasn't bad by design. Yeah, I just don't think that's really a winning argument there. Let's play a few games while Sid's away. Nah. I think Sid will be back in a second. Now you have the opinion the game is bad by design. I don't know about that. I guess if you like bad designs, you can like the game, but again, it simply doesn't mean it's not bad by design. Well, see, again, just because people would play the game and try it out and have it downloaded, like I have it downloaded, Doesn't mean I don't think the game's bad by design. It doesn't have stats to back it up. If you asked all those people, is Brawl designed well? That'd be a different story. And plus, something being bad doesn't mean that it's not fun to play. It's just a mosh pit of messy hitboxes and things that aren't consistent. Unless you're playing like LAN. If the game is bad by design and the core gameplay is flawed, the game wouldn't be as successful. Again, I just disagree with that opinion. A game can be poorly made and bad and people still play it. It's kind of the same how a game can be really, really good and people not play it. I don't know what Jared's doing. I'm gonna message him on Discord. I think he just got really mad, Bill. Making an argument of your opinion kind of flawed. But that's exactly what you're doing. But you're speaking as if it's objectively true, but then you're also speaking as if it's your thing is objectively true. He has to respond. He's muted right now in Discord. Send a couple of question marks to him, see what's up. Have I explained as someone with experience in making games why, for example, the Fate hitbox makes sense? I just don't think it does make sense. You don't think it makes sense because you just feel that way? I don't know. I think basically saying that it couldn't be improved upon is just insane. But with the Faith hitbox, the dot on her foot literally makes the move work. The move simply would not work without it. I understand that it should have a hitbox, but again, why the hitbox there? And why it's so wonky? Again, the amount of times in a game you could play Fate with that hitbox in mind to do weird things that definitely weren't intended and things that kind of mess up the flow of gameplay. And it's just weird to have that because there's no reason why you would think by looking at the hitbox that it would have a random hitbox at a certain part. There's no need to improve on the hitbox. The difference does it, or what difference does it make if you have a small dot on her foot or one massive circle in the entire move? Well, it can hit at a more consistent rate. Smaller hitbox on her foot simply makes the game run smoother because of less hitbox detection being needed. I'm getting bored, Bill. Yeah, I don't know what Jared's doing. I guess I'll hop in.
Random.
Just so I can get 3 stocks real quick, I guess. The move is consistent, though. See, but it's just not. That's also an issue just with the game in general. But it's like, having a hitbox like that, just... it doesn't work consistently. Because someone could just be at a weird angle and just survive it. Or you could hit them, and it just be reverted because of it being a smaller hitbox. Like, say, if it was a big circle around them, for example, I would get the rollback happen less because the hitbox is bigger.
3, 2,
And as well as when dodging it, I would understand where the hitbox is at an easier rate because I can see what's happening. Underfoot makes it so you can't be weird angle and not get hit. But that's just not true. Okay, no lag. Okay, no dodge. Fine. See, like, that hitbox, for example, was kind of weird. Like, I think I was low enough to the ground, but just because of when the attack decided to... Weird, it didn't have a hitbox at all there. But I was low enough to get hit by his attack. And I also think, based on the animation, that neutral stick should have hit. And see, what about that? You're telling me that wasn't like a weird hitbox that just collided at a weird angle for no reason? And also that doesn't collide. But it worked the other time. It's just inconsistent.
Discord does not seem to be wanting to load back up on my PC. So this is Xbox soot.
That gets hitting in the mirror. When you simply choose not to believe me because you're afraid of being wrong or something, I have time and time again explained why certain things happened or why hitboxes are the way they are, and your response every time has either been I don't believe you or I don't think so, so you're kind of refusing to listen to me when I'm explaining. But you're also not proving anything. You're just suggesting that this thing works.
Inconsistent.
See, why is that hitbox not hit there? To explain that a random hitbox somewhere inside of a move is good game design. For no reason except that it would be bad if it didn't have a random hitbox somewhere. Is just kind of a weird thing to be fighting for. It is not a random hitbox. We'll argue, why is it at their left foot? Tell me why it's not a big circle. Tell me why it's not on both of her feet. Tell me why it's not a right foot. Because there is no need to have it on both feet or a big circle. The big circle would cause more lag. Yeah, but why her left foot? Tell me why not the right foot. Does the animation prove that it is? Is she left-footed? The hitbox is placed there so it would cover off weird angles and make the move more consistent while making it take as little computing power as possible to give a smooth gaming experience. But then why make other hitboxes as big as they are? If it makes them less consistent. Like, why make that hitbox hit like that? Why not make it small to hit my left foot? It would make it more consistent, would it not? Why'd I just shadow hit auditorially? Is that just because of good game design? They wanted my move to be reverted? They can't have the audio keep up with what's happening? It doesn't seem like it's making my game any more smooth. And there we go. Just get hit because of lag again. And it's also because of weird hitboxes. What even is that argument? His head was above the stage and you used desig. It would be weird if it didn't hit when your axe was over the stage edge. But you could argue his hitbox could have been under the stage there.
What's the room number?
592967. You know the rollback you're complaining about, and shadow hits literally just you having worse connection than your opponent. But what makes my connection worse when I have, what's it, like 300 download, something like that, 10 upload, and better PC? They're playing on a laptop with Wi-Fi, and you're saying that they have better connection to the game? I guess that makes sense.
Random. Random.
Yes. Oh, okay, gotcha. So having a worse connection to the game gives you a better connection to the game. I understand. You might be further from the server center.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
The sarcasm, oh baby. I don't think that's exactly how it works. I'm pretty sure even if I was playing on Japanese servers and Bell lived in Japan, I would have better connection to the game. And if I didn't, it would actually make me play better. So. It's quite literally how it worked. No, you most certainly would not. I don't know. Hey, but hey, my game is magically working now and I haven't shadowed it. So, at least it's really consistent that way. I'm glad my connection's just better now, because now suddenly I move. You're falling back when I choose not to believe your answer, not listening. It's like talking to a brick wall. Well, to be fair, same here. It's like someone saying you're wrong and then not explaining how you're wrong, and then just saying, no, you're wrong. And then say you're allowed to have opinions, and then also that you're not allowed to have an opinion. It makes a lot of sense.
What I don't like about arguments or debate is trying to explain stuff with what you do know and not accepting other information. Like, say if I showed the fate sig going, like, just not working consistently, it would have been, oh, because rollback. Which is essentially refusing to accept what just happened.
Yeah.
Though obviously that screw goes both ways.
Yeah, well, just believing that everything is like super consistent, that all the hitboxes are perfect, even though they're just simply not, is crazy. And then when I bring up specific examples, still never explained why the left foot and not something else, and also why Terros's hitbox can't be bigger or smaller. When they're arguing the entire point why it can't be bigger is for consistency, but then have other hitboxes be bigger, but that doesn't mess with consistency. But not make every sig small and our hitbox is smaller, because that would ruin consistency. I'm trying to use my argument on myself, but it isn't working in this case, because you're showing that you have a flawed understanding and me trying to explain something to you. So when you don't listen, I try to give a more in-depth, detailed explanation, We literally explained in depth about the faint hitbox. We're literally what I'm saying right now. That's a lie. You said
You explained
the
why
reason
it was
it's there.
small,
The
but
reason
not
it's
why
there.
it was at the left foot.
Yeah, never explained why it's specifically at the left foot and why it can't be just a dot in the middle, for example. You're saying that specifically that left foot makes it perfectly consistent because it hits the right angle and it can't possibly get messed up. Using the faith example on other SIGs that have different shapes and different angles. Yeah, but I'm arguing why they still can't be smaller or bigger if faiths can't be smaller or bigger. It has to be that exact size. And that if they tried changing it, it wouldn't make it any better. There's no way to improve upon it. And that arguing that our body should be circles in this game with the hitbox instead of trying to figure out the more of the body, seeing that all characters like share the same proportions, that would make it worse. Even though having a smaller hitbox in Fate's case on the left foot is absolutely essential for that SIG to being as good as it is.
Random.
Because having a circle hitbox makes a lot of sense. I understand it to a degree, but why make it such a big hitbox to where you can be hit when they're not making any contact with you? Wouldn't you argue if Fate's left foot happened to hit an open space in your back where neither of them are making contact with each other and you get hit? That's
3, 2,
just good.
1, brawl.
I'm trying to find this clip. So, do what you will with my lifeless body.
That I was literally on the wall. Most games would have it set as multiple circle hitboxes. Because it makes more sense to have it like that. But Brawl refuses to. Because it's just bad and they don't want to fix it. It's also like saying weapon tosses are a great addition to the game. Even though multiple people have been complaining about it since how long? And they still refuse to make it any better or change it in the slightest or even attempt to. Yes, the Fate D-Sig is designed to hit behind you, since you at the end of the SIG, she swings behind herself, but if you're in that foot hitbox, you would miss, or you could miss behind yourself while the enemy is clearance that SIG. But why not just make the SIG miss or be bad?
Plus, like, hear me out. Doesn't it also hit in front of you?
I would
shouldn't
argue
it then have a hitbox in the front?
making it more
Because
lenient
she
for
swings
no
to the
reason
front.
to just make them hit and attack when they shouldn't is kind of bad. I would argue giving someone free hits or free kills just because they happen to have a weird hitbox at the side of a foot instead of making it to where you'd actually have to understand a hitbox. Just seems weird. I know that are going against her an argument. You said it makes no sense for attacks to hit when they aren't connecting. Yeah. And that spirit attack that hit the enemy is clearly inside of them, which is the Faith 4 circle. Yeah, but I'm saying, for example, if here hit Jared or Soot right here, just because it was near him, just because of hitbox, when the animation clearly doesn't say it. It's like this.
Or, I guess it might be closer to the front, actually.
Like this
but...
hitting right here, it doesn't hit like directly in the body. But then I'm an inch to the side and suddenly hits, even though it's not doing it, it's just a weird hitbox. Same with why you can like just run in front of someone and still connect, even though you're aiming in the wrong direction. And it's just because the hitbox are weird.
Okay, so yeah, I do in fact have the clip.
Good game. Player 1 wins.
It's not even posted.
It's like the same with like rocket launch, for example. It doesn't hit like in the body, even though the weapon's clearly in the body.
That
You
should
know,
work,
it's just
right?
like weird to have hitboxes when they don't make any sense to me. Remember the foot hitbox?
Why'd it post 2
Fate,
now?
you could be standing dead center in the SIG and it would miss. Yeah, but that makes sense because why would the hitbox be in the center? You're doing an attack around you. It's like say
Yeah.
literally exactly the Taro SIG. It's like why not have the axe hitting the body then? Why can't his foot have a hitbox? It would make it more consistent to where if I just used it in the middle of their body it would hit. There's no reason why it would have a hitbox. The attack isn't hitting. You're missing the attack. That's what it does. Swing in the center? Yeah, but then she teleports. It's like you could also argue that Taros is swinging the axe, but his hands would have a hitbox since he's literally like essentially punching them. And you could also argue that the guns should, not have a dead zone. Seeing as that they're coming from the gun, so the gun should shoot the bullet and hit. So you shouldn't be able to avoid close range because of that. Even if it's a small
Unless they're
hitbox.
magic guns, in which case everything goes out the window.
Yeah. It's just weird to have a specific argument with like one move like that. Instead of, looking at any other move.
To be fair, we're kind of looking at that move.
Well, I'm saying any moves like that. It's just weird to have hitboxes like that. And so saying that that's a weird
it's
hitbox.
basically the same as Taro Sig, as you
Yeah.
said. So why don't they both behave the same way?
Well, yeah, we were just using Fate as an example, but you can't find an argument besides Fate. And even that one doesn't make sense. It's just you're using it as the only SIG that can behave that way for it to make sense. But not use any other example of why it shouldn't work like that. And then you bring it to that. Because they were different SIGs? Yeah, but I'm saying there's no reason for her
The
left foot
argument
to have
still
it.
works.
Yeah,
It would work more consistently because he spins in a circle with his axe.
Yeah, so it should have a hitbox everywhere, even if it's small.
Your argument is essentially that the Brawlhalla devs didn't want it to, which in which case,
Bad design.
kind of, yeah.
No? Oh, okay. That makes sense. You just don't want to believe it, I get it.
Shut down.
Oh, okay. Walk through the bullets, it's fine.
Plan.
Player 1 wins. Random.
I think what it is if you know pro level play, you suddenly get to make the game however you want. And it's just fact at that point. I can explain Taro's SIG, I really don't mind. Okay, why doesn't Taro's SIG hit in the body? His down single axe. His arms are actively moving. It would be making contact with the person.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
It's weird how that hit me because the swing actually hit me. Isn't that weird?
That is actually kind of wild.
Yeah.
And I think it's also crazy how the sight doesn't, like, enter the center of that circle.
Yeah.
had a lot of jumps.
Hero's downstig is mainly used to catch people. Okay, well you're already losing the argument there. Saying that it's used in a way isn't exactly the thing. Just making an excuse for why something should work just because they want it to work is already kind of losing me. But people above you to the side, it has a dead zone in the middle. It makes it a lot of sense since the weapon isn't really ever in the center of the sig. What about this though? Why doesn't it have a hitbox the entire way through, including this top spinning part?
Do we bring it in again? When Loki's
Why did that
does.
That hits because your body hits me. See, why didn't Scythe or the thing have a hitbox there when I'm directly standing in the moon? Yeah, but Tyros, just because it's used to catch something and the weapon isn't really there, doesn't make sense, seeing as that, what's it? Fate's Foot isn't a weapon either. And if they wanted to be the size of the weapon, then they should do that. I haven't argued that wouldn't have made sense. It's not her foot when the hitbox appears. Her sight is quite literally in the center of the move. Isn't her sight the thing creating the moon? Cool.
And if her sight's in the center of the move, then why isn't the hitbox in the center of the move? Why specifically the back? Is it because of how it's used? Because again, that clip quite very well showcases that it should hit there, and it doesn't. Even though the hitbox is clearly making contact.
Was it here when he was spamming it? It must have been earlier. So you're saying that her scythe, which is taking up this entire part, it's only at that very end part. And also that this is fair. This makes sense to hit me. That's good for the game. That makes sense. That's not bad design choice. The way they're using an attack. And see, none of this hits. It's the stationary hitbox before they do the attack that hits me with their foot. And then missing me with all that, but that sends me up. Why does that send me up? Right? Just knockback, it hits me grounded here. Instead of like sending me left or to the right. Since the next part's going to send me up, it just decides to send me up.
Which, right. That seems like the main part of the hitbox. You know, you teleport onto someone, you hit them, which begs the question, why does the rest of the hitbox exist?
Yeah.
Like, when are you hitting people with those other parts of it?
My scythe is in an attack going through them. Doesn't have a hitbox there, though. Crazy. Oh, the scythe hits my head, but no hitbox there. The swing hit you anyway, but the swing doesn't hit me. You can see literally there, the swing does not hit me. I get sent up from that toe. No other part hits me. See? Gets hit by that part, gets sent up. None of the other hitboxes hit me. None of the swing makes contact. Yeah, of course it doesn't hit you since you got hit by the first hitbox. How broken would it be if the same move hit twice? Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't move me. With, say, gauntlets. It moves you to where it's at. to get hit by the entire hitbox. So why here is it a tap there? And that would be arguing that that's two different moves there. Plus, you can get hit by both Thatch Cannonballs. And again, you could argue, yeah, they're projectiles, but still, it's the same move.
Essentially, the argument is that the move exists because logically it pulls you into the rest of the move. But
Like
it doesn't.
this?
That's just the end hitbox.
Like, say, Jared's or Soot's side thing. See how it hits and then pulls into the move to make it one move, right? It doesn't do that there. It just, that part hits me without the other part being part of it, even though they're two completely separate hitboxes. The foot and the scythe. Again, like Thatch's Cannonballs, how they're two separate things. No, that's cool. I get hit by that, though. That's sweet. See, but would you argue that, for example, Taros is like, what's used for? Is Fate's down sig there meant to hit behind you to the right? Like that? Without even the foot hitting me. This part of the scythe hits me.
Plus, I mean, explain this. Why does that first tiny hitbox on Fate Sig send straight up? What logically makes that happen?
Well, it's because you're following up, they'd use a different part that does something. So it makes sense there. You're comparing a single move to two projectiles, but it's still a move. A single move to a single move. That's exactly what I'm comparing it to. And like I even mentioned, it is a projectile, and they have two separate hitboxes, which would be the exact same of how Fates should behave. Saying it's a stationary hitbox, and then it's a moving hitbox. And doesn't trap me in it, it's its own separate thing. It wouldn't send me up until the end of the hitbox, but it chooses to do it separately, because it's a separate hitbox. Yeah, it hits you. What about it? Well, I was just saying, the reason you were arguing that Taros's can't hit in the body is because it's not meant to do it. But Fates isn't meant to hit behind and to the side there.
It's meant to hit directly when you teleport onto someone.
Teleport onto someone and to hit forward afterwards. The reason you were arguing that the hitbox is at the foot is so it can catch someone like that. But if they can hit me with missing that move and then hit me with the backhand anyway. Fates is meant to hit behind you though. Yeah, but then what's the point of this initial hitbox if this part hits behind you?
And plus, again, the previous argument of it doesn't matter if the first hitbox hits you because the rest of it'll hit you. But see, if that's the case, why does the first hitbox exist? Why not just make the other hitboxes bigger instead of adding another hitbox? I imagine that would increase lag even more.
Yeah. Okay, why can't join you or Bell? Once again, you're ignoring me. If the dot hitbox needs to be there, because otherwise the back part can miss. Just because it can miss because someone uses it bad doesn't mean anything.
If someone mistimes it, that's on them.
And plus, as you saw there, it's that hitbox with the foot is the exact separate hitbox. They hit me with their foot, and that hits me. It doesn't need to be part of the swing or anything. And then you also saw how they missed that, but still hit me from the back. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Just because something can miss isn't that crazy. Now you're moving your argument to how you want the move to behave versus how it's meant to behave. Am I, though?
Unlike the argument of how it does behave versus how it should behave.
Yeah, because you were saying that's meant to hit behind, and the only reason it has that foot hitbox is for that. But then it also hits behind.
And why not just make the animation different, since that's how it's supposed to work, for it to be faster, to where you can't miss just because it's slow.
Right now, I want Faith downside to be able to miss in the middle to the hitbox being... There's very bad. I'm arguing that there shouldn't be a hitbox there because they're not doing an attack, and if there is supposed to be a hitbox there because, you know, say they're swinging it, that it should be bigger to hit there. It makes no sense with the animation for it to be there.
Yeah, like on the instant teleport, there's a big animation of them slashing. So why isn't there a big hitbox of them slashing? And then it continues into itself.
And then I'm arguing it's bad game design because of the fact that making the hitboxes and the animation have nothing to do with where the hitbox looks like it's going. It's like, again, imagine like a first-person shooter, your crosshair and your bullets, where you're seeing them, has nothing to do with anything. It could be, I don't know, like down left of where you're shooting your gun. It's like, I would consider that bad game design because there's no reason to have that. And it's just bad. Because then you argue what's the point of
again, crosshairs in general. The bullets come from the gun, but you don't see where the gun's going to be shooting at various ranges. That's bad game design.
Alright, sure, the hitbox does not match the move perfectly, as I said. There's no need for that. Well, I would argue that there is a need for that.
If you can't trust what you're seeing, what can you trust?
Yeah, because otherwise, why care where your opponent's at if their hitbox is anywhere? And how are you supposed to be able to dodge a move when the hitbox could be anywhere? And even if you practice and learn the hitboxes, like say, but you can trust what you're seeing? Well, we know that's not the case. Specifically, like we both said, connection to the game. So even with,
I mean, yeah, but
rollback existing, the only way I guess it could be considered good if you're not looking at the hitbox and everything. You understand every move to a T and you're playing in LAN, then sure. But I don't think most people are playing LAN after understanding and writing down every hitbox and learning priority on every move. Right?
And again, if you teleport into someone that's like slightly in the air, the slash hits them. The hitbox doesn't. And then they get out for free.
Why does it matter how the hitbox looks if it's hitting how is it intended to hit? But you could argue that's only how you're seeing as it should be intended to hit. Just because pro players might think, oh, that's how Fate Sig should hit. Because of how the hitbox is, like, okay. But doesn't mean that's how it should hit.
Yeah, they would do the exact same thing if it had zero animation.
Yeah. So I'm just arguing it's bad game design because there's no reason to have it. It's how VNG intended to hit.
But that doesn't mean it's good. They're the problem here in our argument.
Yeah, that they are bad at making a game. It's bad by design. I'm not arguing you're a bad player.
They want the game to be clunky, so they made it clunky.
When they could have easily made it make more sense. But it's like, I have explained time and time again, that's why it's there and it's important to have it. But I'm saying how that's bad game design. Just because you could argue it should hit behind, they should have that so it hits behind, it still doesn't make sense with everything that you see. Making it so a SIG can hit properly is quite literally the opposite of making it clunky. I would argue that's not their plan of making it hit properly, though. I don't think they intended that, oh, if the left foot before the hitbox starts makes any contact with anyone, it sends them straight out before the actual SIG goes off. If that was the case...
also in that case, if you get interrupted before the SIG ends, they just die for no reason.
What exactly is the issue? That I'm saying it's bad to have it like that. It's just bad game design. It's the same with SIGs breaking halfway through because it hits a wall. It's like they make it just fall through for no reason because they can't design it properly. And even if you argue, oh, it's meant to break when like something would send you into a wall or them, then sometimes it works though. So it's just they have such a massive problem with consistency, as well as making anything you're seeing match what's actually happening.
Custom.
Do you need the room number?
Yeah, that would probably be easier.
592.
Give me a sec.
Custom. Custom.
592?
Yep. 967.
Yeah, but I'm saying the issue is
Random.
that playing the game is awful because of the bad game mechanics and design. Weapon tosses, bad idea. They don't work as intended. The SIGs, they don't work as intended.
Plus, with weapon tosses having seemingly a hitbox based on the animation, but the animations in general, Brawlhalla, not being consistent like that.
Playing the game is awful because you don't like it. Like, the game does work as intended, but I'm saying it doesn't work as intended. Because if that were the case, there wouldn't be so many issues and stuff they would have to fix. Do you work at BMG? No. Do you? Apparently so. I guess they're on the dev team, and so they know. They've asked everyone who makes the hitbox that that's exactly how they want it intended. No, but you don't ship patches if things are working as intended, but they have time and time again. And also they don't worry about fixing a lot of the issues. You don't exactly release something that isn't working when you never fix it for years. That's exactly what they've been doing. They don't fix anything. They add weird slight changes or new characters and new things to the shop. And they haven't worked on fixing hitboxes, even though people have issues with it. And weapon tosses, which people have issues with.
Yeah, it's just a matter of people have issues with them, or people ignore their issues with them. You either voice your concerns or ignore your concerns.
Most working as intended. See, but that's like saying balance changes and stuff just can't matter because they want people or that to behave exactly like that.
If everything always works as intended, why would a game literally ever change?
Yeah, and I'm just saying a lot of their stuff is bad by design. Like weapon tosses and just the weapon system is flawed. You're telling me it's a good thing and people really want the random weapon spawning.
Yeah, it's like people don't like weapon tosses.
Weapon
Or
starving.
weapon starving. But here
And they
we
don't
are.
try and fix it whatsoever. And again, it's not working as intended. They're not intending people to starve people for weapons. And,
yeah, it's an unintended consequence of the way they want it to work.
yeah. Don't like the game design, you're using your opinion as fact. But see, I disagree.
If a lot of people don't like the game design, that's when someone should be prompted to change it.
Mm-hmm. Like, say, another great example is even, like, say, which you probably wouldn't know a lot about, is, like, say, Sonic Adventure. It's bad by design so many things, like being able to go through walls and stuff. It doesn't mean people don't play it, and that's not fun, but it is bad by design. It's designed badly. And that's what Brawlhalla is. Yes, it's a core part of the game. Weapon starving is a core part of the game, but that's a bad design. And again, they didn't intend for it to be like, oh, you should be starving your opponent all the time.
3, 2,
They wanted to keep it interesting. You know, to where you can't just
Yeah,
hold on to the
like,
weapon the entire time.
Exactly.
Where it's like weapons at it, and that you can play around trying to, you know, even keeping people away from weapons, sure. But it's not literally starving people for weapons and throwing weapons every 2 seconds. But it was kinda intended. See, I don't think kinda intended is good game design.
I don't think that was... More so I didn't think that was close.
that weapon toss to go through me.
Why does that get to hit? It's so below you. I don't know what I expected. This thing feels so slow on Xbox. Hmm. And say a lot of attacks. They're not meant to hit behind. They're meant to have a bigger middle hitbox thing, so it hits inside your body a little bit. Again, unintended consequence. Like say this, hits straight up half of my torso. That's not exactly what they want it to do.
And that, did you even dodge?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Okay. Why'd that set me behind?
Player 2 wins.
Because. Plus, I would argue that a bad connection to servers, like via just the servers being bad, is also them just being bad with the design of it all. It's bad. Like, say, there should be no reason why my connection's worse. And that I should be losing and getting all these inputs eaten because it's, what, just bad connection, but no other games. No, my connection's fine. I guess just Brawlhalla must just be, the USE servers must be located across the world. So, I guess that's just how it is. And that we have a Brawlhalla dev in the chat that knows exactly how every move was intended to be made. And why everything was added. Kind of crazy.
And Bell's laptop on Wi-Fi is inside the server room, as we suspected.
Yeah. Now we know for sure, though. And also all those wonky things that would happen, that's just perfect game design. Hitting through walls, doesn't matter. Random things breaking, priority not mattering.
Bell being able to get, like, whatever iframes during an attack. He wouldn't do it again. No dodge. Why did that come out first? I was gonna showcase something else really fun about how that SIG's intended to work.
I didn't think that would hit all the way over there.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. I guess my dodge. I mean, I don't really see a point in continuing. You refuse to listen to anything I say as evident of what you just said, and since you apparently ran out of mid-arguments to use, you resort to making fun of me. How am I making fun of you? And also, you just went kind of silent for, like, 8 minutes after I was talking, so... Oh, kind of hit. I guess hearing that you're wrong or someone disagreeing is just, what's it? Making fun of someone. So I guess this guy's just been making fun of me the whole time.
Kind of rude.
Yeah. See, my spot dodge didn't work. Cool.
Yeah, intended weapon, toss right there.
Assume that has 0 kill power. No kill power though.
Your kill power simply doesn't exist.
Oh, sorry.
Nice shadow weapon pickup.
Player 2 wins.
Yeah. I guess so. We're not really allowed to. What's it? Have opinions since we lag, because I guess we just have worse connection. That all of our opinions are invalidated because hitboxes work perfectly, but since we lag, that happens. But also we don't lag. So
Random.
it is what it is.
I think that's what I got from that, yeah.
Yeah. I can't say a game's bad because even with my really, really good internet and PC, that since I get a little bit of lag and the game's unplayable because of all these issues I have, all those issues are invalidated. Because I guess everyone
And
just
plus,
plays
we're
LAN.
gonna, of course, ignore the point that they've resorted to, A, we're not listening, and B, it's our opinion.
1, brawl.
Yep.
There is no C. Which I guess applies to literally everything we said, so... Which, of course it does, because that's a fact. Couldn't be an opinion. Why does that get tower range? Why does that not get to hit me? Why does that hit me? I'm so high above you.
Okay, sorry. You're behind me. Sorry.
Could be. Oh.
Okay. I tried to
No.
cancel a bit earlier. Oh. Oh, sorry. I forgot that that's like not a set distance. Oh, that doesn't make kill power.
Player 2 wins.
I guess it's just intended to hit across anywhere on the ground. So, that's cool.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Random.
To be fair, I'm not dev like this guy. I didn't create all the hitboxes by hand myself with the entire dev team. So, how could
Again,
I
it
have
is
ever known?
crazy how everything that anyone could possibly say is an opinion.
Yep.
He believes that's how the hitboxes work.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Stop spot dodging that. Right. How do you actually grab weapons? It's so impossible to do anything with my hand constantly on the dodge key.
Why can I not use an attack out of it? Okay, and I die again. Sometimes I forget that tapping the ground pound locks you in it for 4 seconds. That makes sense.
There was a case that worked.
I also don't know why my bow literally wasn't working at all. Oh, not on the ground or anything.
Of course not. Stuff. Don't worry, that outranges my down air. And hits me. At all, actually. Nice. I imagine you didn't mean to pick up anything.
Sometimes I forget to just priority hitbox.
You forget that I contain the most busted in the
Sorry.
entire game in the palm of my hand.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I kind of forgot that I wasn't,
Well, that isn't a thing. Good to know. Neither are dodges, actually.
What? Why?
Deemed that my sig is better.
That time it hit though.
Why didn't that hit me instantly?
I don't know. I guess just a really slow startup. You know, the whole flames already being there.
That does make sense.
We paid our dues, Jared. Time to do some Overwatch.
And I'm already on Xbox.
Well, YouTube gang, we're gonna be out. Twitch gang, then we're soon be back. We're just gonna swap to Overwatch. You know the deal. Links in the description for links to all the Twitch, the TikTok, and Twitter. I will see you guys later.